The U.S. election race is as close as it can get, especially because there is no certainty as to which candidate has the ultimate edge in the election race. Different election trends and data are yielding varied results that is increasing the political intensity even more. Meanwhile, a California University professor has said that he has already understood the current election trend and which candidate will ultimately succeed to power at the White House. According to the professor, the polls are incredibly tough this time, but this presidential candidate definitely has the numbers and the power to set things right and get elected to the White House. The Cal State Fullerton professor's unique math model is predicting that Donald Trump will win the upcoming U.S. elections on November 5th. According to Professor Emeritus Chandrasekhar Pucha, he is nearly 97% sure of his calculations, which have been rigorously computed using various formulas, inputs and probabilities in a systematic manner. Some of the election surveys are placing Donald Trump ahead in the key battleground states, which is definitely good news, considering the fact that Trump has been quite solid in the last leg of the election race. His numbers have also significantly increased in comparison to his Democratic rival Kamala Harris. Public opinion polls and betting markets can provide some insight into the race between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, but we won't know until after the election how accurate they might be, or how far off they really are. Right now, the polls say it's too close to call, but the betting markets are more bullish in favor of Trump. Here's where things stand a few days before the election. What the polls say, how close is it? There are several organizations that aggregate a variety of poll results. Nationally, 3 aggregators have these tight margins. As of 1 p.m. October 31st, Nate Silver's Silver Bulletin has Harris at 48.5% to Trump's 47.4%. Harris is up 1.1%. ABC's 538.com has Harris at 48% to Trump's 46.7%. Harris is up 1.3%. Real Clear Polling has Trump at 48.5% to Harris's 48%. Trump is up 0.5%. But it's the swing states that will decide the Electoral College outcome, and it's a mixed bag there too. Silver Bulletin has Trump up by 2.1% in Arizona, 0.6% in Pennsylvania, 1.1% in North Carolina, and 1.8% in Georgia. Harris is up 1.2% in Michigan, 0.7% in Wisconsin, and 0.1% in Nevada. Silver Bulletin says Trump has the probability edge, with 53% likelihood of winning to Harris's 46%. 538.com has it dead, even in Pennsylvania and Nevada. Harris has a 1% advantage in Michigan and Wisconsin. Trump is up by 2.3% in Arizona, 2% in Georgia, and 1% in North Carolina. Real Clear Polling says Trump is up 1% overall in the 7 battleground states. It has Trump up 2.7% in Georgia, 2.4% in Arizona, 1% in North Carolina, 0.7% in Pennsylvania, and 0.5% in Nevada. Harris is up 0.4% in Michigan and 0.2% in Wisconsin. A USA Today report says, any prediction on Trump or Harris winning the White House will be riddled with flaws thanks to the deluge of polling in the final days, coupled with partisan surveys aimed at influencing the base, sports bettors looking to make a buck, and prediction models using firms with dubious backgrounds. Polling is not predictive. It's a snapshot in time, Republican pollster Robert Blizzard said. My job isn't to try and predict a result. My job is to use polling to help my candidate or client's cause or issue be successful. People need to get off the polar coaster. They need to step back from it because people are gaming it and they're playing in our faces, said Democratic pollster Cornell Belcher, who worked on Barack Obama's presidential campaigns in 2008 and 2012. Pollsters have said they have updated their methodologies to compensate for the hidden Trump vote in 2024, while some say it may no longer even exist. Others point to the polls overestimating Republicans in the midterm elections of 2022 and Trump in this year's state primaries. Finally, a poll result may still be within its margin of error, and that's difficult to see when it's not always disclosed on the poll aggregation sites. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the 2024 election.